Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hominids and hominins. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick update on what exactly the main premise is for the main channel. I'm also going to use this as the kind of introductory video to the main channel that'll be on the homepage. That way people have a better idea what exactly is the point here. I feel like I haven't made that really clear yet. I haven't set that precedent. I've only actually just recently updated the about section so that the YouTube metadata understands it. I've only actually just recently put in my keywords so the YouTube metadata understands it as well. But I'm going to be clear here. I realized so far that a lot of the content that I've reacted to has been either controversial topics, quote, not very controversial, but like thought-provoking uh, concepts, space and like science concepts, or like philosophical or psychology concepts. And I'm actually realizing, looking around at different creators on the platform, that my content right now is gearing more towards something like a Joe Bart philosophy channel, for those of you who know who Joe Bart is, which at this point you got to be living under a rock not to know who Joe Bart is. He's probably one of the biggest YouTubers of our generation, rightfully so, mind you. But and while I'm not upset at that, because I do like to have an avenue where I can express myself in a very deliberate and direct way, I don't want that to be the main focus of the channel. Maybe down the road, I can do a Ben Coopy Talks or a Ben Coopy discussion channel where the content is more reaction discussion, in the sense that I am frequently pausing, frequently discussing, or even I pivot completely and I make it a primarily discussion channel with snippets of videos interjected in, almost like a lot of these documentary style channels that you see. The goal of the main channel ideally is to just have a place to express myself and do a variety of three main things. This is going to generally be reaction content. Reaction slop, if that's what you want to call it. Occasionally, I am going to put vlogs or any IRL content that we do that is feasible as I grow. Additionally, I also will do videos where I'm just talking, like this one, like the one I posted like a couple months back about the state of where I am. I also wish to broaden what it is that I'm reacting to. It's no secret that some niches of reaction gain better traction than others. And while I am doing this for the pure love of the game, anybody has to when you're starting out, it's no secret that we all wish to grow. And I do wish for this channel to grow, and I do wish for prosperity for this channel for subsequent goals that I have down the road for things I wish to do for other people. Now, that being said, what exactly am I looking to branch into with the reactions? Well, as I've already stated, right now I'm doing mainly science, philosophy, and psychology. Not bad, but a little too, not boring. Boring is not the right word, but a little too serious. And not serious in the sense of like, because like certain like body cam videos can be very serious, but that's a different kind of serious. Grim is not the right word. Unfortunately, the word can't come to me right now, but the point I'm making is the tone that that sets for the channel is something that I don't want to be locked into. And thankfully, we are new enough that we can pivot. However, I am worried because this pivot will make it easier to grow in some aspects, but make it harder to grow in others, because it will broaden my niche heavily, which will slow down all of those basic YouTube metrics we love, right? But again, we're in this for the love of the game. So that's something that we're willing to have happen. But we have to acknowledge that it will happen. So what I'm branching into is I want segments, right? Obviously, you could talk about, I'm glad, with the Streamer University passing, people have finally been talking about it. This is something I've been telling other people that I've known for years, other content creators that I've known that have taken up the mantle that I haven't tried to take up. You have your content funnel, right? So, like, obviously, the Twitch streams are still going to be game segments, occasional React segments. I've actually been trying to focus on the streams, excuse me. I've been trying to focus on the streams recently, just kind of being a chill, right? Whenever it's hard to spark up a stream and you're relying on that discipline and not motivation, going and trying to rack your brain to plan segments honestly makes it harder to spark stream. That's something that I'm learning. So a lot of what I've been doing is just turning stream on, playing whatever game I feel like in the moment, which is usually Apex to start, and then I'll shift to something else, and then I just clip that. That goes on the gaming channel. I haven't really been posting many long form, but I've been posting plenty of short form, and that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to pivot slowly back to the content funnel, at least a couple streams a week. So that would mean that, there'll be gaming, another game, or maybe like a broad gaming for clips and for enjoyment for me to just do whatever I want, then a specialized segment for a specific game that I'm making a video, then a couple reacts. We're going to kind of bounce back to that because I want to get all avenues and facets kind of being funneled into and fed. And then what we're going to start reacting to and what we're going to change is I want broader segments on the main channel. I don't just want, oh, this video looked cool, right? I want to kind of create an expectation for you guys. So if you are someone who comes to the channel and you find a video of mine that you really like, and you go and you look at a couple of my other videos that are same niche, different topic, and you're like, I don't like those so much. I want you to be confident in subscribing and know that another video like the one you subscribed for will be coming out. Now, I know this is targeted very much towards people who are caring more about my reaction to the content and less about my reaction, and that's fine. Everyone's different. Some of you will come here for my personality, which is the goal. I wish to be a creator. I wish to be a personality, not a reactor, right? Like, I don't want to just be watched because I react to the biggest things in the moment. I want to be watched because people want to see my reaction to the biggest things in the moment. And that's a very hard shift to get into. That takes a while. But for example, I want to do at least 1 or 2 horror videos a week. And horror is very broad. It could be like what we did with the What Lurks Beneath, right? It could be real stories, real police cases of missing people, or very fantastical stories where the actual content of the story may not be real, but the reaction from the world behind it is, which is very much like what we just reacted to. I want to do it's still like a philosophy style or psychology style video every now and then. That's fine. I want that to be one of the segments. I am going to start incorporating TV shows and primarily anime. Anime is a big thing for me. I have to be careful with this slope because anime is nowadays a very big popular niche. And while it's very easy to grow as an anime reaction channel, it's very hard to do anything else once you start doing that because you will lose your following so fast. I don't want to be a niche creator. I don't want to be like those streamers who get big from playing Backpack Battle Simulator and then they go to switch to Apex. And everyone's like, I was only watching you because you were playing this one niche game that I liked. Don't want to be like that. So I have to be careful with that. I love anime to death. I think it is genuinely the most underrated form of content and entertainment out there today. But I do not want my channel to primarily focus on it. However, because it is a big interest of mine, I may post an influx of that, but that does not mean that that's all I will post. But yeah, there's horror, psychology, philosophy, or discussion, Anime would be a great one, and then I also want to start incorporating general videos of other popular creators, right? Jack Pembroke. I want to start doing videos of like ongoing situations, you know, the thought box, and like I've already seen all these videos with like the CIA questions to John Kiriakou, like stuff like that that's happening. I'm gonna try not to get too political, even though a lot of my opinions I would probably be called a fence sitter, which I just call being a fence sitter being an adult. Um, a real adult doesn't have an extremist value. You don't go all the way one way or the other unless it's on like very polarizing things. You know, so I think most rational grown people are able to see multiple sides of anything, even if you don't agree with them. So that would get me labeled as a fence sitter. So I'm gonna try not, or actually, nowadays that would probably get me labeled as a grifter because people would think I'm intentionally fighting both sides. Fucking exhausting shit, I'll tell you. People need to grow up. But I I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna keep it to like 4 main segments. It's gonna be like 1 or 2 horror reactions a week, 1 or 2 anime reactions a week. I'm not saying anime TV shows. It's gonna be like anime content. I've actually already got a plan in mind. I love JJK. I love JJK edits as well, and I've already amassed like 20 or 30 JJK edits that I'm gonna put into a one-on-one kind of battle royale poll and see which one makes it to the end. Uh, that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's still reaction because I'm reacting to these and voting, but that's like a this or that. That's not. That's technically a game, but I'm not playing anything. I'm you know, creating a poll and bouncing back and forth. That's still in the discussion side of things. But that's essentially where we're at. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna kind of bring this to a close. This video is gonna be pretty much completely unedited. Besides the first intro take that I did where my tics flared up and I couldn't fucking speak for 5 minutes. But we are going to wrap it up there. I mean, that's pretty much as clear cut as I can make it. I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave feedback. I hope this video gets enough impressions for this to matter. So that way I can get some feedback on this and maybe get some ideas from you guys. But that's about it. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.